I discovered that most of the subjects I was using, fables, old mythological stories, and trying to kind of bring them up to today's meaning, are not necessarily part of today's culture. And people would look at them and say, this is quite nice, but what does it mean? The one stone that I use most commonly is alabaster, and it comes in very different textures and colors. Once you start carving, the shape, things look good, just to say it in plain English. It's the same as if you're drawing. You start with a line and a curve and a couple of other things, and eventually you correct a little bit here and there. And in stone, you have to do it in 3 dimensions, which is even more fun. Recently, actually, I was asked, how do your thoughts come together and your images? And it's not necessarily the same way for every artist or every art form. I'm sure that, modern abstract form probably aims more at sort of immediate transfer of emotion into colors and things. I'm sort of a slower. I get first strange associations between things that don't necessarily go together. What you're looking at, think of the caves of Bamiyan, that place where there were big figures of Buddhas that were blown up by the Taliban, one religion against the other. One stud that you will see, I think, that I'm working on now, came out from an invitation to prepare a work for a show that will be based on gates, passages, and connections. So I'm thinking now, okay, a closed door, the next thing is closed minds, and the next thing is radical religious thinking, faith with no reason behind it. Mind or reason, and that was the figure of eros or emotion or love, and they are running away from the situation, and they will be happy and laughing because they're leaving. You have to be able to come out with an image that conveys a certain emotional load, but at the same time tells something that is conceptual, and not using the term in the American conceptual art. I'm talking about concepts, ideas, thoughts. My concept of humanity, of mind, brain, etc., is that as individuals we are clearly finite. I do not think that there will be much left of me after my life ends. But the fact is that, truly think of it, we all think that somebody might remember us. Probably that's the basis of morality and ethics. If you think of yourself being remembered, you'd rather be remembered for good things rather than for bad things, I think.